After Goku defeated Moro and took his Ultra Instinct to another new level, peace was finally brought back to Universe 7, at least for a short period of time, but with the way things transpired, it begs the question of just how far will Goku go in his ascension into godly power? Just what would happen if over time, he ascended to the level of a god of destruction? This is Dragon Ball Hakkai, an original fan manga story taking place after the Moro arc in Dragon Ball Super, created by Dragon Ball fans just like you and I, who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into bringing another unique story and illustration to the fandom. And it begins with a being dressed in godly attire and resembling a Saiyan himself, crash landing on this mysterious planet. But just what does all of this have to do with Goku? Stick around to find out, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, consider leaving a like on the video for more unique Dragon Ball content and other anime content like this. Without further ado, fellas, let's hop right into chapter 1 of Dragon Ball Hakkai. Link to the website will be down below in multiple languages even if you want to read it for yourself. Master Anzen, are you okay? Another being a little more round than Anzen says as he locates him on the ground after his crash landing, also dressed in similar attire, mind you. I'm fine, Anzen replies. I don't have time to feel pain now. That bastard will get here soon, and I don't know what that bastard did, but he drove the other Guardians crazy. They're all killing each other out there. It seems like he had been preparing for this for a long time, Anzen states. But this is when the ceiling begins to cave in as Anzen and his partner begin to panic. He's coming. Has that bastard already killed all the Guardians? Go, Master, he tells Anzen. If you stay and die, we'll fail our mission. At this moment, this is the sacrifice I can make to avoid the great evil. Something resembling a Rubik's Cube bounces towards Anzen, who scoops it up and then starts booking it towards an exit. All of a sudden, someone drops in from the ceiling as it caves in front of Anzen's companion, who has a shocked look on his face now. You won't get past here, he says, as he turns around and fires a beam at whoever this is that they seem to be running from, blasting a hole in the wall. Did I make it? All of a sudden, a hand pierces through his heart, killing him instantly as Anzen's friend is left for dead, with their opponent still on their trail through the palace behind him. Anzen stops in his tracks as something in his way slows him down, causing him to stop flying and land on the ground. The giant gate ahead of him with this bulb at the top needs some type of power source to open, but Anzen is able to unseal it with his abilities and the gate opens. He flies in, saying that as long as the gate closes, it doesn't matter how strong the guy chasing him is, he won't be able to get in. He nearly makes it, but all of a sudden behind him, something catches his attention. He's been caught up to, with the man chasing him flying in and landing a punch, sending Anzen flying into the nearby pillar. Damn, it was so close, but what do I do now, he says to himself. The box he was carrying falls between the two of them, but Anzen hasn't given up yet. He still has hope. He remarks, saying that to renew the energy of the ceiling box, I need to insert the battery box into it. But he won't let me take the battery so easily. Looks like I'll have to risk everything in a direct attack. This will definitely cost me dearly, and I may be seriously injured, but no matter what happens to me, I just need to insert the battery into the main box. That's it. And all the universes will be saved for another few million years. So whatever Anzen is trying to do seems to, I guess, be for the betterment of the multiverse itself, but I also have to mention that this is the first time we're seeing his tail as well, all but confirming that he actually is a Saiyan, it seems like. That is my mission as the head of the Celestial Guardians, Anzen says, powering up to his maximum, as we finally learn his role in all of this, giving, I guess, some meaning as to just why he's going through this in the first place. He flies towards the still unidentified figure and pierces him straight through the torso with his fist, seemingly defeating him, under the impression that he's done it somehow, but weirdly enough, the figure disappeared. All of a sudden, a slash appears across Anzen's chest as the enemy appears behind him, but Anzen isn't done. You might have won the battle, but I will win the war, Anzen says as he turns around and sends the figure soaring backwards in order to grab the box. He takes this chance to try and insert the box into the seal, and he almost makes it, but the enemy pierces his torso just like he did Anzen's friend and takes the box right out of his hand, fatally wounding Anzen in the process. He drops him to the ground and begins unsealing the box, as Anzen can only look on helplessly. When he unseals that box finally, 4 shadow beings fly out surrounding Anzen, who seemingly dies, with his final words being, "I failed." In the present, over in the God Realm on Beerus' planet, Goku and Vegeta are in the midst of a heated sparring match. "What's the matter, Kakarot?" Vegeta says. "You having a hard time?" With Goku replying, admitting that it seems like Vegeta has noticed his disadvantage in Blue Kaioken. Of course, when you use your Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue, you become as strong as me in my Blue Evolved form. But your energy goes away much faster because of that Kaioken. Vegeta lands a punch on Goku that sends him flying through the trees and into the water. It seems that Vegeta is mastering Super Saiyan Blue very well, Whis states, as he spectates their training from the ground below, even better than Goku. This is when his staff begins ringing, but Whis' nonchalant attitude disappears immediately when he realizes that the Grand Priest is calling him. The Grand Priest tells him that he's calling a meeting with all of the gods and all of the angels and to come immediately, while also bringing Goku and Vegeta as well. Whis asks what this meeting might be about, that it requires Goku and Vegeta, but the Grand Priest tells him it's a termination meeting, which clearly shocks Whis. Over on the training grounds, after getting the upper hand on Goku, he tells him to come on out of that pond and take his beating, but below the water, we can see Goku is powering up. All of a sudden, he shoots out of the pond directly at Vegeta, but Vegeta is able to perfectly counter him, and with a single kick, is able to get Goku off of him. Goku admitting that he's gotten extremely strong, but even Vegeta knows that this is just an act. He tells Goku to stop glazing him and just use his damn Ultra Instinct already. Otherwise, his training doesn't even make sense to him. "Are you sure about this, Vegeta?" Goku asks. "I'm way stronger using Ultra Instinct, and it just won't be fun anymore if you can't keep up." Vegeta pretty much loses it at this point because, bro, like, who are you talking to? Don't disrespect the prince and bring that damn form out, he demands. In the next panel, Goku obliges, and Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is born, as Goku takes on his most powerful transformation / technique, if you want to be technical. "Maybe you should use Hakai in this fight," Goku warns him. "You were training that with Lord Beerus, right?" Vegeta confirms, but admits that he's still a pretty long way from mastering it to the point of using it in a serious fight, so he won't be using it here. And with that, the battle begins again as Vegeta powers up, declaring that today is the day he surpasses Kakarot, and the two charge at each other with their full power. The two clash and cause a massive explosion. Over in his quarters, Beerus is woken out of his sleep because of all this, and of course, he's not really too happy about it. What a mess. Are these two clowns fighting again? "I'm gonna sort this out right now," Beerus roars. He angrily storms outside and tells Goku and Vegeta that if they want to fight, he'll give them a fight. But when he locates them, he sees Vegeta getting dunked into the ground, so he just turns his attention to Ultra Instinct Goku, who appears over him in the sky. "So you came to face me, huh?" "Alright, let's go," Beerus says as he flies towards Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, and these two finally engage each other in a fight so we can truly see where Ultra Instinct Goku stands against Beerus. However, their engagement is cut a little short as Whis steps between the two of them and stops their punches with a single finger each. "Oh, what now, Whis?" Beerus roars as both he and Goku appear at least a little annoyed at Whis' interference, but Whis tells the both of them that they have to go right now. They don't even have time for this. A meeting with all of the gods and all of the angels has been called. "And you," he says, turning his attention to Goku and Vegeta, "you two have also been summoned." "Wait, why were they summoned?" Beerus asks. "What's this meeting about, Whis?" And he's already sweating a little bit, so I'm sure he at least has some slight idea that this probably isn't a good sign. "Well, it's a termination meeting," Whis replies. And now Beerus is shook. He is full on sweating bullets at this point. "What? Are you sure about that?" he asks. Whis," Goku cuts in. "What's a termination meeting? And why do Vegeta and I have to go?" This is when Whis would explain to him that a termination meeting is a very rare type of meeting, and it serves to announce the dismissal of a god of destruction and the appointment of a new one. This means that one of the destroyers will lose their role, and if you and Vegeta are being asked to attend the meeting, It's because one of you will be the new god of destruction. What? Goku says as he even drops out of his Ultra Instinct form as Dragon Ball Hakkai Chapter 1 comes to a pretty suspenseful close. I really hope you guys enjoyed the first chapter of this fan manga. If you have, don't worry because this is a relatively lengthy story, so we have a lot to cover. Let's try to get this video to 1,500 likes for Chapter 2. Fan manga have been really kind of slowed down and dry over the last few years since all of these Dragon Ball Super hiatuses. So honestly and unfortunately, this may be one of the last really good ones we're able to do, at least for the foreseeable future. But we'll try and make this one of the most enjoyable when it comes to a retelling. But anyways, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you think of Dragon Ball Hakkai so far. Remember, link to the website will be down below in the description as well. But anyways, have a great day. And I'm going to see you fellas in the next one. Bye, guys.